Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And we're off from Levi's Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Takes the handoff, now Love. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making with a check. With his legs, couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape out available this time.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion left. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Love. Walker hauls it in. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Right back to Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll come up 1st and 10. It's Pacheco again. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Prater adds the PAT. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Keep those sticks moving. And this defense is asleep. Look out outside.
Purdy throwing here to start. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
From the 42. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. From the gun is Purdy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third and long, Purdy. Headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love. He'll get this one to Brown. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now give left side to Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Play fake, it's Love. Flushed out of the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Love out of the shotgun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And the hit stops him cold. Well, he maybe got back to the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Second and 10 now. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball.
loves to see INT and not PBU. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the 49ers will go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's a 49er 1st down. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. Looking to throw, Purdy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Purdy throwing here on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. On 3rd down, Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Chooses to bring this one out. Oh, he lost it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted, and they took the ball away to boot.
He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
touchdown! To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. He does it! Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals face a 4-point deficit. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Cardinals cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And almost immediately, he just chucks it away. Not sure what he was thinking there, and unsurprisingly, yep, here comes that flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. He's on the move. Looking left, throwing deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Now Purdy. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's complete to Kittle on the sideline. Gets them down to the 9 before going out. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
We can do this, offense!
Purdy throwing here. He rolls to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now it's Purdy. Getting out to his left. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make a 9-point advantage. George Kittle, the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing, Love. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. And it's the 49ers taking over on offense. Man in motion, headed right. Purdy on 1st down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Hits him on the in route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun is Purdy. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 45 on second down. On the run right, throwing deep down the... This is brought in at the 15. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down throw by Purdy. Buying some time right. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown! His second scoring catch of the game. On his Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Running left with Pacheco. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here's second and 7. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up third down. Shotgun now for Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. San Francisco calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Motioning the tight end now. Fourth down, here's Love. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Purdy to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So second down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense was flying around and making the play.
And he goes out of bounds after getting them to the 7. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal. from the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has it in close. Touchdown, San Francisco. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers make it a 24-point ball game.
Cardinals 14.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He puts everything behind this one. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So that brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Trying to push one through there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He'll throw it. He's trying another one deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Prater on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Purdy. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Man in motion here. Purdy throwing here on 1st. He throws a bullet deep to the... He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
45. Cardinals 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowsky now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Walker hauls it in. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the run, so now they face 4th down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They'll run it with Pacheco. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
That throw behind his intended target.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Takes the handoff, now Love. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And in for the Arizona touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Now Prater on to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Purdy. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Purdy throwing here. Escapes out to the left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Purdy now on second and 10. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Headed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Love out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. Pushing it up past the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Cardinals first down. Running right is Pacheco. And he's able to drive up past the 40. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And now it's third down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing his love on third. He has the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Love from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love back to it after the pick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Play fake, it's Love. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back to work. Get back to work. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Third and long, here's Love. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game wreckers. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Cardinals have it, 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Motioning the tight end left. Desperation time here on 4th. He beams one deep right side. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air on 2nd, Purdy. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. The throw is caught. He has the San Francisco touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Shotgun now for Love. McBride hauls it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Love on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. First down, ball at the 36. Loves to throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. And no, they faked it. And yep, that seems about right with how this game has gone. He's unable to make it in for 2, and they're still down a hefty amount. They're going down swinging. We see here getting ready for an onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals take possession off their second interception of the game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Cardinals first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. Love. Connects on the crosser. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. Throwing, Love. He's got him. That's McBride. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. Give him 4 on that play, so now they've got 2nd and goal.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Cardinals putting up points in a game decided. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals will trail by 25. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
That throw finds Kittle. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They send a man in motion. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He sends this one to the end zone. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The 49ers continue piling it on here in the 4th. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tack on 7 more to their lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Love. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Cardinals.
Love out of the shotgun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So it'll be 2nd down. Love looking to pass. That pass is complete to McBride. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's completed right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Love from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, you often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down from the red zone. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. To throw again, it's Purdy. The throw is caught. Touchdown, San Francisco! So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They're on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Hood and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.